Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another match between Fargo and Boyka. Down in the south of Snowy Drought, we have Fargo with the Superweapon General in the blue color. Up in the north, we have GLA Toxin for Boyka with the red color. Snowy Drought, a map that usually ends in very, very good games, for sure. I think it's a really, really well put together map, and I think it's actually based on a map called Pipeline Problems from, is it C&C 3 or Kane's Wrath? I think it's actually based on that. It's actually, it makes an appearance in Generals Evolution as well. It is called Pipeline Problems there, I think. But yeah, I think it normally ends in really good games. One, because you've got a safe order and a safe refinery, and a safe supplies. It's because quite a longish map as well. Generally hard to rush and kill the other player pretty fast, so usually ends in cheaper vehicles and big battles here in the middle, because that's where all the action's going to take place. And at the same time, it's not too wide open. You have little bits that kind of choke it off a little tiny bit, but at the same time it's not too choky. So it's a really, really well designed map, and one of the most popular maps of all time now, I think. Fargo with the Superweapon has gone for War Factory and the Barracks. I think Boyka's got the army advantage. But if the game does go long and a few EMPs get up, search and destroy with the Auroras, then Boyka's definitely gonna feel some pain. It's funny that an ambulance has just gone past the technical. Is he going to chase that? I think he is actually going to chase that. V over here on the right side has stopped that worker. Maybe if it had been a little bit safer, that probably would have got up. Scrap deny there from Fargo. Stopping the scrap coming in there for Boyka. This V is loaded with 2 missile defenders. Does laser lock the technical. Technical is going to get by. Does go down, and the RPGs are unloaded. Putting some pressure here on the Chinooks. V actually gets the cancel there, I think, on the tunnel. So Boyka did lose $800 there. Pretty sure. The Chinooks now are in danger of going down. The TNT here is going to fail. There's 5 terrorists inside of there as well, by the way. We can just go in with an old school strat, which is basically tech RPG followed by a TNT. Tech RPG is designed to distract the USA, and then the TNT you're hoping that would kind of hit. So well done to Fargo there for stopping that. Boyka with a continued aggression, as you should against the Superweapon. You don't want this game going late. A number of these here are going down. It looks like another Chinook has been produced, I think. Or have any of these Chinooks gone down? I don't know. That one's low at least. Maybe Boyka should have focused on that one there, making it at slow speed. Yeah, Boyka's aggression here has all been shut down. Fargo is good at denying the early game of pressure with USAs against any kind of GLA, really. The aggression here from Boyka is pretty nice, but Fargo's defense just more on point. He did take a bit of damage losing Vs here and there, but at this point, you probably would take Fargo's position here to open this kind of well, I think, as a Superweapon against Tox, because I think the Toxin most of the time should win if played perfectly. It did lose another V there. Boyka is now on a 3rd supply. He's on 2 arms dealers as well. Another worker sent to the same position, and it is going to get shut down once again by Fargo. Another technical trying to enter the base of Fargo, but Fargo's on top of that defense as well. He has control of this bunker now. And he has control of that bunker there on the left. So he can see things coming in from the flank, so he only really has to focus like kind of in the middle-ish area. Of course, the technical can still sneak through, but at least you'll see it. Your map awareness is on point because you've got hold of these bunkers here. Nice clearance there from Boyka with the Rebel. Might actually lose some units here. That was a bad evac, I think. I think you should have gone back and then evac. Yeah, like that. This is where it's going to get rough, though. This is where it's going to get rough. Ooh, is he going for the hunt here? Boyka's micro seems a bit off. What the hell's going on here? Fargo's choosing to go back. Nice counterattack here. Very nice counterattack. Gets the barracks there. He's going to go in and try and kill. Ooh. Wow. Oh man, he still force fired the ground even though those had already been picked up. I think nice decision there from Fargo to come back. I also think very nice play from Boyka, forcing Fargo to come back. I think if Fargo had hung on, I think in Boyka's base, I think he would have eventually lost his base as well. And you probably don't want to do a base trade. I think coming back, clearing this, re-establishing some defense, maybe getting another fire base up and then pushing out might actually do him some good. So far, very, very decent play from both players, I think. Another TNT is going to fail, though. A lot of Boyka TNTs have failed, you know. I don't even know what he was doing there. Boyka's played at the moment definitely seems a little bit off. Because if it had just, like, come in there, you would have probably got the power and the supply, or at least the barracks and the power, or maybe even all of them. And then how many terrorists? Nice attack here from Boyka again. Yeah, his TNT has been lacking a little bit, actually. Still nice aggression, but it could have still been better. Fargo is now going straight into the main base. A lot of technicals out here, and Boyka is also getting his oil and refinery at exactly the same time as Fargo. Would you look at that? Search and destroy now initiated. This supply is going to go down. I don't think sending that dozer over there is a good idea. Fargo now heading back to base. Supply is going to go down. Both the XP's kind of even. Another TNT and another defense there from Fargo. That was a better TNT because at least it was on target. It wasn't just sent and left. But Fargo was on top of the defense either way. This is going to be an interesting situation because that Toxin was pretty powerful against these Vs, but actually it's choosing not to shoot. I think that V's on such an angle at the end of that supply that actually the Toxin not even shooting at all. A little bit unfortunate there for Boyka. I think picking off one V here could make all the difference because this is kind of a death blob at the moment for Boyka. Boyka doesn't have any buggies out at the moment, I don't think. Another TNT being prepared for Boyka. Is this one going to hit anything? One V there does go down. One more V is going to go down. I mean, that's okay for Boyka, keeping these V numbers down, sacrificing a few technicals in the meantime. Here comes the TNT. That one is not going to achieve anything. Again, I think this TNT's could be better. Just waypointed around the side there, even hitting an oil or refinery or going in here and hitting that sweet spot right there. Could have been better rather than just sending it to its death. I guarantee you, if you'd have changed one or two of them the micros on those TNTs and actually hit some valuable targets, it probably would look very positive for Boyka at the moment. But at the moment, in reality, not looking so great. A little bit of a sandwich going on here. And one V goes down, two Vs go down, ambulance goes down. Wow, that was a masterclass there from Boyka. Definitely needed that. And all of a sudden, it's looking very bad for Fargo. Just from that one engagement there. So many Vs gone down. What a nice position there. What a nice position from Boyka to come in with it. Half the technicals here, half the technicals here, and surround it. Very, very nice. There's some drilling going on outside of my house today, so I apologize if you can hear any drilling. It is highly annoying. I've got my window open. I'll close it after this video, I think. We've got Auroras now out, and that's going to be a pretty decent hit. There's a battle bus coming in though, I think. Is that a battle bus? I can't even see the screen. Yeah, there is a battle bus there. The smoke from that Aurora. And Fargo is looking in a little bit of trouble now. Is he dead? looking pretty dead. Oh, here comes the Aurora. Wow. The amount of debris that just flew across the screen. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Rebel ambush. Because these don't have a guard air modes. They're always on guard. So you can pretty much, if you see it circling, you can pretty much guarantee that they're automatically going to fire at the ground. You can actually scaffold abuse. You're actually allowed to place a scaffold to distract the fire of aircraft. It's actually allowed in tournament rules. But Boyka's in a bit of trouble himself now because this is a game that just keeps swinging because now the Auroras are out. You can just pick off Boyka for free. Boyka needed to close the game out there. But the Auroras definitely saved the day. Like that was very touch and go. I mean, if that attack had just continued a little bit and you got a battle bus to like there and close down the airfield, that is probably game over. But the fact that Fargo held it and stopped it just here and is now free reigning with the Auroras. Yeah, Boyka's going to have to find a way to take down these Auroras. You don't want them getting free hits. Oh, Colonel Burton is out now as well as the Auroras losing these buggies. Because you need the buggies to fight against the Vs, but then you need quads to fight against the Auroras and also to protect against the Colonel Burton. But then if you keep your army in a big slow blob because the quads are quite slow, then the Auroras can just pick off the whole thing. So it's a very, very precarious situation, let's say. Fargo is playing good. Fargo is playing decent. I think Boyka might be trying to get in the base here with a bike. Tried to get there and then use the bike to actually close down the airfield. This is a really nice place, the airfield, by the way. Just that one EMP just covers it so well. Here comes the Aurora. Once again. Does not get it, actually. Seems to be moving insanely fast, even though... even though it's already fired its load. Is it just me, or do they seem to be flying extremely fast? I thought normally they go back really slow, but actually, maybe I'm just not with it today. That's the true speed of the Aurora. Cannot be shot down. Oh, that's a bad pop. There's nothing you can do when the Aurora is coming. Oh man, he's just going to run straight into the EMP. How the... What did I just see, man? How did he not get EMP'd? He's still alive, man. So you wait till the Auroras land. Oh, don't use it yet. Don't use it yet. Fargo hasn't seen this. This could be real nice. You want to do it when they've all landed. You want to shoot when they've all landed. Okay, he's going to get one. That's good. He's got a Vet 2 bike. Not to be confused with Vet 3 Jean. There's a Vet 2 Rebel on a bike. We've got a few markets up now for Boyka. He's spread him around nicely, so if he does come up against the particle later, which could be a possibility, then he is nicely spread out, so the particle will probably kill one or very maximum 2 markets, which is good. You don't want to build them all together where your whole economy gets wiped out by one particle. Nice quad movement, keeping it moving, so the Aurora actually couldn't hit it. We've got Jean Michel out. V's going to come and clear this up. Yeah, Fargo's Aurora usage has been really good. It's very rare they've actually been sat on the airfield doing absolutely nothing. They've always been used. Rebel ambush there used on the Colonel Burton. One Comanche there going down. Boyka on 9k. What would you do with that 9k at this point? Would you build more markets, or would you build a Scud Storm? I think a Scud Storm on one market wouldn't be bad, actually. If you put a Scud Storm down, it really puts the pressure on the Superweapon then. Even if he builds particles, you'll need 2 particles to take out the Scud. But at the same time, Boyka's doing well with units at the moment. He does need to keep pumping out the units, so... Yeah, I don't know if floating 10k is the best use of cash, at least dropping down a couple more markets here and there. He's chosen to drop down a load of markets. Another Aurora and another kill. Nothing Boyka can do about it. Nice clearance of the building there with the flashbangs. Got a fake market here. Getting a little bit close now, these, but I suppose where else are you going to build him? Could build one maybe in the back there. Another Aurora. Oh man, that's an expensive loss there, the battle bus. At least he's going to get 1V for it, but still not economically worth it. But I suppose what Boyka is managing to do here is actually keeping Fargo from collecting this, because if you allow Fargo to collect this, he's got probably enough money to then win the game. But if you keep him from that, then maybe he hasn't. Fargo's gone heavy Comanches, no secondary eco, no particle cannon. I just don't know if I agree with 5 Comanches here, because that's expensive for Superweapon. What are they? At least 1,500 each, are they? Interesting pop. Oh, 1v for... What went down for Boyka? Did anything go down for Boyka? Oh, baby. Tunnel finally going to get cleared. Oh, man. The alpha explosions are really something to look at, aren't they? I love the alpha explosions. It gets a little bit weird when like the secondary explosion takes ages or just doesn't happen at all. It kind of bugs out, but they are cool, especially when they explode near buildings and buildings explode and stuff like that as well. Really, really decent. One Aurora there does go down, and Fargo's got to be careful actually, because whilst he's got a decent composition out, because he's not got any secondary economy at all, any Aurora he loses now he's not going to be able to replace unless he starts collecting from here, which actually he is. Got a decent amount of Comanches out, and these quads are not enough actually to take him out. He does have AP ammo, he does have junk repair, so maybe this is quite nice from Fargo actually. Does need to be careful though, because that's a Gamma Stinger. Ooh, takes out one. Yeah, Boyka just needs to drop down a few Stingers and they're pretty much rendered useless. You probably wouldn't even engage 1 or 2 Stingers with this amount of Comanches. Yeah, even 1 Stinger and 1 quad is like enough. So that's why I think that money would have been better spent on more Auroras, particles, and drop zones. I think maybe 1 Comanche is good to like counter the bike and whatever, but I think, yeah, going for like 8 of them, I think that's a mistake. Oh, yeah. That was legendary. You've killed the whole of Fargo's army, and now Fargo pretty much only has air units. She's got to make quads now because Fargo has no ground. He has no Vs. That was a super expensive loss, and I think that's it. I think that's decided the game. That rebel ambush there has decided the game. Why did Fargo not have Pathfinders in there? If you loaded them with enough Pathfinders, sometimes Pathfinders can shut down the rebels before they can kill all of the Vs. Sometimes, if you load enough in there, you can kill all of the rebels before they even kill 1V. These explosions, man. That worker's going to get catapulted into the stratosphere. Wow, there's still a lot of Comanches out. This is an epic game. So Fargo is now collecting on this area. Boyka is aware of it, wants to shut it down. Another market going up for Boyka. I think all it would take is if those 2 Auroras go down, I think Boyka has just won the game. I think that's what it's come down to, because just with Comanches, I don't think you can hold this. Yeah, I don't think you can hold this area because he can just mass produce quads. But if he mass produces quads and there's still Auroras out, then Fargo can make things work. Yeah, this game is interesting, man. Oh, baby. Two Comanches. Two Comanches go down. No drop zones at all. You know what I've just realized? Man, I'm stupid. Fargo's got no dozer. Oh man, how stupid am I? I was just wondering where the hell all the support powers. I didn't realize he got hunted. That's a huge mistake by me. Of course he's not going to have drop zones and particles. He's got no dozer. But at what point did he lose the dozer though? It must have been when he lost. Yeah, when he lost that fight, when he lost that EMP there from the battle bus. It must have been then. That must have been his last. Yeah, I didn't even realize. That's awful commentating, awful replay analysis. There's probably some guy's been screaming at the replay for 10 minutes saying he's lost his dozer. Yeah, finally we realized. So yeah, Boyka just has to kill some buildings, man. But he's... I don't think he can. I don't think he can. He could get a sneak attack. But Boyka likes these campy situations as a GLA. But the problem is there's still 3 Auroras down. Fargo's still collecting cash. Could collect more cash actually because he's got more Comanches. Whose position do you prefer here? Boyka just needs a couple of kills until he gets to level 5. So Aurora's coming in. I think he might lose that Aurora there though. Oh no, he doesn't actually. Interesting. Okay, we got a bike. But Fargo seems to be aware this is coming. Yeah. That's good map awareness. Seen that coming a mile off. Of course he's got the drone, he's got Colonel Burton here. No, not drone, just Colonel Burton. Yeah, still good map awareness. Okay, so... Oh, he kills one Aurora. Kills one with a Rebel Ambush. Oh, no! Fargarino. Oh, man. That's GG. You can't win without an airfield, man. You need a piece of Aurora.
You have been...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You know that was a rage quit. 100%. Now, I think even if your units aren't on retaliation mode, I think if you attack an air unit on an airfield, I think they still get off the ground and they start shooting. So I think that's what happened. But considering his map awareness and everything else has been so good, why wasn't he on top of that? Why didn't he stop those Auroras? Because you would have even been alerted, like, base under attack or whatever. His base hasn't been under attack for a hell of a long time. You probably... Why didn't he just press spacebar and have a look? But that was the best rage quit I'd seen in ages. Well played to Boyka. Nice job getting the dozer hunt, even though I didn't realize. I think if Fargo didn't get hunted, actually, built a CC, used the support powers, he probably won. So probably the dozer hunt did get Boyka the win there. But also the Rebel ambushes were super on point. Rebel ambush basically reset his whole V army. And then at the end there, killed the airfield and got the win. So really well played there from Boyka. GG, well played to both players, and see you in the next one.